Hey guys, it's Brian from Jasmine and Brian at Wine from on the Vine to Wine from on the Vine to the Road Tasted. Showing you a little bit of stuff that I do at work here. As some of you guys know, I'm a certified arborist and certified horticulturist. And what I do is I help clients with fixing trees that aren't doing so well. So what I'm doing today is I got a couple olive trees here, and what happened was is that uh, sometimes people who are working in the field and in the gardening industry believe the best practice on olive trees is to clear the bottom 4 or 5 feet, you know. But out here, because of our heat, our intense sun, both in the winter and the summer, we need to keep the bases with filtered light for a majority of the year, because even in the winter time, what'll happen is that the sun will hit the bark and the bark will think it's hot or it's warm, and the sun in the middle of summer, it might be 60 degrees air temperature, but the intensity of the sun can be up to 100 degrees on the bark. So it'll think it's going to grow, so it grows a little bit, and then in the winter we'll get down to 30 degrees, and then all the new cells in the bark will die. And then once the bark dies, the cambium's exposed, the cambium dies, and that's what transfers all your water up and down. It has a xylem and the phloem in there. And olive bark is also it's very thin, especially when it's young. When it gets older, it gets all gnarled and everything. But when it's young, the bark is super thin, so it's easier for the sun to destroy the xylem and the phloem through the cambium and through the bark. And so that's why on younger trees like these ones, which are about probably 5 to 7 years old, they need to be protected at least till they're about 15 years old, especially on slow growers like these. The Swan Hills are really slow growers. So what I did here is that I just, simple that people even do on citrus trees, I painted the bark on areas where I thought that the sun would hit it the worst and would do the worst job to it, and the client's pretty much gonna let me take over the trees here. But these are Swan Hills. These are fruitless olives. They're the only ones that are allowed out here right now. They don't allow the fruiting ones anymore. But yeah, and also this is the base of La Quinta. And this is a site from the old ancient lake Aquia at the base of the Cove of La Quinta. So the soil is clay and silt, a little bit of loam, sandy loam in there. So your watering can't be the same as the rest of the desert either. So you got to watch out for rotting as well. So I'm also adjusting the irrigation, but just showing you some things that I do out in the field to help my clients. So sharing with you guys. All right, bye-bye.